Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. Today I just wanted to take some time, the camera back here, to just process some of the thoughts I've been having recently and that are just super relevant to life right now and how I'm feeling. And I'm sorry if I've talked about some of this before. The reason that we have this channel is to just be real with you guys and to let you know this is what we're going through as teachers or living overseas, or just to give you a glimpse into what life is like for us. And so I want to back up though. When Dan and I first made the decision to go into missions, we were in college. Excuse me. We were not married, and none of our siblings were married. Dan and I are both the oldest in our family, and so we didn't have a lot of the things to consider or think about that we have now. Now, saying that, I am a firm believer that if God tells you to go and do something, He will give you the strength to go and do it. He will give you the peace. But I feel like I haven't had my 2x4 moments, and I'm praying for a 2x4 moment. I'm praying for the Lord to just sit there and say, this is what you should do, go do it. And sometimes I am finding He doesn't talk like that. That is not always what He gives us. And sometimes He gives us choices. And any of you that know me know that I am a people pleaser. Know that I don't want to mess up. Know that I hate making the wrong choices. And if I mess up or make a little bit of a wrong choice, like, that bothers me for a really, really long time and just eats at me. And so that is part of the reason that we have backed up some of our decisions in our life. When we realized just how complicated adopting would be here, we decided that, okay, we're going to back up and we're going to foster first, because adopting here has gotten even more complicated since we have started fostering. So anyways, but that's not what I'm going to talk about today. So when we first got here, it was just us. Okay, so we just had our parents to say goodbye to and siblings. You know, it was, yeah, I might miss this sibling. Yeah, I might miss my parents. Yeah, I might miss my grandparents. But there was no really, like, full families that we were missing. Excuse me. Dan's brother was married. They got married, and we got married in June, and then they turned around and got married in October. And so, but nobody was pregnant or anything when we left. But since we've been here, Dan's brother and sister-in-law now have 4 kids. 3 of which we've met. We've met the 2 girls, and we've met the first boy. There is a 4th that we have not met, and he will be 1, I don't know exactly when, soon. Not that far off. He's growing. So we will not meet him until after his first birthday, I think. Excuse me. So that's hard. And then, while we were over here, my brother got married when Thomas was 1.5. So we have been over here for, excuse me, almost 2.5 years. Well, because we were here for 2 years, went back to the States for a year, and then we're here and went for the wedding over fall break. And, you know, and so as my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, as their kids are getting older, and, you know, as my brother and his wife are, you know, their careers are going off and they've been married a while, it's like, okay, you know, down the road they're gonna want to have kids, and I am struggling with not being there, not being the ant on the ground and getting to do the ant stuff. Now, I know that Dan and I won't have a lot, because more than likely, if we go back to the States at some point, we will have to sell all that we have here and then start over. I know that the cost of living in the States is a lot more than it is here, and I have no idea where we would work, what we would do, where we would live, what all that would look like. And so, I don't know, it's just, you know, with everything going on in the world today, and with the area that we are in being under lockdown, it gives you a lot of time to think. And part of me is like, man, Lord, this is dangerous. Like, don't give me time to think. Because I don't want to go and do something that the Lord doesn't want us to do. You know, Dan and I have felt called to kid ministry, I want to say since both of us have been in high school. We felt that call back at Camp Tippy years ago. And so we want to stay involved in kid ministry in some shape or form, whether that's here in Davao, whether that's somewhere else overseas, or whether that's in the States. But at least the flesh part of me is like, Lord, is there some way that we could serve you in the States? You know, is there some way that I could be an aunt to those 4 kids and get to see them on a regular basis? Is there, you know, some way that Thomas could live closer to his grandparents and great-grandparents and aunts and uncles? And, you know, what does this look like, Lord? And it's interesting because in college, I went on a binge reading of missionary books. And they talk about, oh yeah, we did this and went out in the bush and we saved these people and we learned this language and whatever. But they're not journals. They're not diaries of, well, today I had this struggle. Or today I, you know, was debating back and forth with this and that. And that's not what those books are. And part of me is like, why not? Why not be vulnerable? Why not sit there and say, you know, this is what I'm thinking about, this is what I'm processing through? Why not? And then I think about the reality of it, and they were probably afraid to be raw and vulnerable because you don't know what your partners are going to think of that. Like, you don't know, like, well, they're having these thoughts, so they might as well just come home and we'll stop supporting them. But what if God is calling us to stay here? You know, what if that's what he wants us to do? Or what if he does want us to go to the States? What does that look like? Yeah, it's just, it's hard. It's really hard. Like, yesterday, somebody had posted on this private Facebook group that we have for FIA staff that they heard that there's a possibility that starting at the beginning of August, foreigners would then be allowed to leave the Philippines and come back as long as they had a long-term visa. And some of us were like, well, we would have loved to go back to the States. We would have loved to, see this person or that person during the summer. But now school starts in like 3 weeks. And it's hard. It's really hard. And so, yeah, that's what I'm processing through. Realizing that the Lord might be calling us to live a life of, not being right there for our nieces and nephews. Thomas not getting to see his grandparents and aunts and uncles all the time, and it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice, that's for sure. So, anyways, those were just some thoughts I was having, and just wanted you to just see that missionaries are vulnerable and having to process and think through things just like you are. There have been many times, where I've sat there and been like, oh, it'd be nice to buy a house and live in the same house for the rest of my life. It'd be nice to, go to one church and go to that church for the rest of my life. It would be nice to have a job and have that job for the rest of my life, or whatever. But that might not be what the Lord is calling us to. And I have to trust and believe that hopefully my nieces and nephews and just family will be loving and understanding no matter what path, no matter what direction it is. I was talking to my brother and sister-in-law about, if you do come back to the States, does the dog get to come back with you? And it's like, bringing the dog back would be a lot of work, as much as we love and care for the dog, it's expensive and a lot of work and a lot of effort, and just, yeah, there's always something. There's always different challenges and things to think about, but I just wanted to sit down and have that little chat with you and let you know that missionaries, are torn too. We have our struggles, we have our days when we want to do what the Lord has called us to do, but sometimes that's not always clear. So that's it for today. We'll talk to you next time. Bye. God bless.